Hello Cricuters, and welcome to Cricketing with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, I am revisiting Burlap, HTV on Burlap to be exact. During Christmas time, I did a tutorial on how to add HTV to burlap bags when you're making a wine bag as a gift for someone. Well, I have a friend who has a birthday coming up, and I just wanted to kind of remind you that those wine bags are not just for gift giving at Christmas time. They also make fantastic birthday gifts. This is the gift that I've made for my friend. I personalized it with the design that I purchased from Design Bundles, but I took it a step further by adding her name to the bag. I've already added the perfect bottle of wine that I know she'll love, and I used the Samantha Upright font that I purchased from Creative Fabrica during Black Friday. So without further ado, let's look at the quick materials and my process for pressing heat transfer vinyl on a burlap bag. For this project, I'll be using my Cricut Explorer Air 2, and I already have my design created in Cricut Design Space, and I'm ready to cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mat loaded. I'm just using one color, and I'm using this wine bag, this burlap wine bag. I demonstrated a tutorial in December at Christmas time how to put HTV on wine bags, but I felt like since I was making a wine bag as a gift for a friend for her birthday, it was the perfect time to revisit that. So I am going to go ahead and get this cut out. I'll speed this part up. So the first thing I'll do is I will I'll add some heat to the burlap. Working with burlap is just a little bit different than working with other material because it does require more heat and, well, more pressure. So I'm going to bring the pressure down on my STARCRAFT because I want to do more pressure. Gonna keep going down. Hopefully you can see that it's moving. Okay, and just give it about 5 seconds of pressure and 5 seconds of heat. I think that's good. All right, perfect. Now I will go ahead and add the phrase to the front of the burlap. And I won't get too fussy or won't worry too much about the placement or whether or not it's directly in the center, because I don't think it's going to matter once there's a bottle of wine inside. So this is what it will look like. Okay, I've decided to increase the heat right here because I'm going to take into consideration the material that I'm pressing on instead of just taking into consideration the vinyl that I'm using. So I've increased my heat, the temperature, to 315. I'm going to press it for 25 seconds because I don't feel like, I'm not feeling as confident as I normally do when I'm using Caesar Easy Weed, and I think that's my best bet is to increase the temperature. Keep the time set at 25 seconds. Start from the bottom and see what it's looking like. So far, so good. So far, so good. It's looking great. It's looking excellent. All right. So this is what it looks like so far. So now what I'm going to do is put it back on the heat press, and I'm going to put the Teflon sheet back on top, and I'm going to press it again for 25 seconds on 315 degrees. All right, so that is the finished product of one side, but I am going to personalize this wine bag by adding her name to the other side, the person who I'm giving this to. Her name is Lanita, and I am going to put her name right at the bottom on the back. And I use the Samantha script font that I purchased from Creative Fabrica. I will leave a link to that font in the description below. So I'm going to press this for 25 seconds on this side now. Okay, that's her name. Now I should be able to remove this. Okay, and I'm going to press it again with the Teflon sheet for another 25 seconds. All right, and this is the finished product. And what am I going to say? I love it. I already have the perfect bottle of wine picked out to add to this for her. And I have a few other goodies that I'm going to give her for her birthday, because we will see each other very soon. So let me give you my final thoughts about the burlap and using my STARCRAFT 8-in-1 heat press. All right, so hopefully you found this quick and easy tutorial helpful. I did not go into Cricut Design Space because I didn't feel the need to do that. I measured the size of my bag, I created a template, and then I pressed the HTV on burlap. Now remember, when you're pressing on burlap, you're going to add a little bit more heat than you typically do and a lot more pressure. Okay, so if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel, and turning on the bell for notifications, because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thanks for watching. Bye.